What up, what up, what up, everybody? Gonna get started here in a second. All right, let's get this thing started. Man, my shit is not getting out today, but it's all right. How's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing? Let's get this thing started. So, how many guys seen the title? E-Rock, what up, Travelite? How you doing? How you doing? So, how many guys seen the title, man? If you seen the title, read the title, put a one in the chat. Give me 1 second. Let me fix this up real quick. One more second. Here we go. And here we have it. What up, Super? So yeah, so if you guys seen the title, man, the cards are stacked against you guys. You know, what up, Mel? The cards are stacked against, you know, truck drivers in the very, very beginning. And the crazy thing is, it's kind of normal in the beginning, but it shouldn't be like that at the end. I know you're like, what are you talking about, SoCal? Let's talk about it. Let's dive into it. When you guys first get your commercial license, you guys are extremely excited. You don't have too much, not most people. Now, if there's people like me, you already have knowledge, so I can't say everybody, right? But generally speaking, most people, only thing they learned how to do is get their license. They're not knowledgeable at all as far as trucking, getting bad trucking companies, which you should and shouldn't look into. A lot of different things, right? You guys get into a company and right away they want to sell you on some bullshit and they succeed at it. Why? Because a lot of guys don't have the knowledge. Why is the card stacked against you? Put in the comments. Why is the card stacked against you? Let me see what you guys have to say about that. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in, please. But the reason why is because you guys, when you guys get your commercial license, you don't know about DOT really too much. You don't know they're hiding in the bushes. You don't know they're out to get you. Like, if you really think about it, truck drivers, man, you got one of the craziest jobs because everybody's out to get you. You know, the company you work for is out to get you, right? You can say, no, I don't think so, Cal, but I mean, look at all these Russian companies and look at all these people. I mean, they are so good. They even get veteran drivers, right? They even get the veteran drivers. And the crazy thing is they're a thief and they're legal with the shit. You guys work whole entire week to get a negative paycheck. You guys work a whole entire week, get $21, $16, and you guys accept them stealing your money. That's the craziest thing. So when you go get your license, you're so excited. You go to this mega carrier. They wanna slap you around, put you in some high debt bullshit ass lease, and you're like, you're still kind of excited, right? You take the truck home, then you're out on the road. Now the scales want to fuck with you. Your brand spanking new out the box. You don't know about a lot of stuff about weight, how to load trailers and a lot of different things. Still trying to learn how to drive and back up. And then you got the cops hiding all over the place trying to get you. And these days now they got the cameras on the inside. And that's something to think about too, guys, if you guys are leasing a truck, is the cameras inside because even that's against you guys. Hey, SoCal, don't worry about it, man. I put tape, I do this, I do that. Think about if you're with these lease purchase companies, right? You're with a lease purchase company and you got 3 months left in the lease, 4 months left in the lease. What if in the guidelines they got these special rules that, if you violate this, you violate that, they can fire you, right? So here you struggled 4.5 years on this lease purchase, eating beans and rice, losing everything around you except for the truck. Then right at the end of the finish line, what happens? Hey, can you come into the safety thing? You hit your brakes too hard. You need to take the safety class. Right up. Hey, we, go get an inspection done. Go get an inspection done. Trailer that is a drop and hook gets a ride up. Come to the safety office, another ride up. They say no. Do you notice they start building a whole fucking file against you? You got a truck almost paid off, but now they got a file against you. Now they're doing this crazy ass paper trail. Here's what I want to tell you guys. If you guys are in a lease purchase and your 4.5 years was perfect, and then at the end they fire you and build up all this filing bullshit against you, that's when you go to the lawyer and say, "Look, I was cool 4.5 months, and then next thing you know, my truck's almost paid off. They violated me this and this and this and this." You might have a case, but do you guys do it? Nah, you let them steal the trucks from you. This is being a legal thief. They steal the trucks from you. They steal the money from you. They even steal loads from you. I know people where they're loaded and whatever happens, whatever. Next thing you know, they say, "Hey, Johnny's over here. He's gonna meet you over here, and and he's gonna take the load the rest of the way." You're like, "Wait a minute, but I like this load because it's all these miles." Yeah, but you're not gonna make it. I'm gonna put this team on it. They'll finish the way. I mean, this is just crazy, man. You guys really need to think about. We're about to be in 2026, right? You guys really truly need what up, Toga? You guys really truly need to think about where you guys are at today. You guys really need to do some life-changing decisions, so it'll be better for you. If you guys are with a company and they're just stealing your fucking money like that, you guys got to figure something out. Stop wasting your fucking time. So let's get back on it, right? So here you are brand new. You got the company putting you so much in debt, you're paying their truck out for them. They're not going to let you keep it. They're giving you negative paychecks. Now they get to keep your money. You got the cops out there just gonna just fuck you off, and their whole goal is to make sure that you lose your brand new license. And then on top of all that, now you got the tax man after you because nobody explained to you guys about taxes. What up, Mom? What up, Slim? The whole thing is you guys didn't have the knowledge. You're excited about driving a commercial. Let me ask you guys something. Check this out. What a wicked. What if somebody wants to get a commercial license and they say, "Okay, sit down. Let me tell you the raw truth about trucking." Okay, you sit down and say, "Look, here's what's going to happen. When you get your license, yeah. Well, if you go through a Medicare and get your license, they're going to screw you for a year. They're not going to pay you shit per mile. They're going to screw you because you're going to be on a 1-year contract where you can't leave." Oh shit. Okay. What if I go to trucking school? Okay, well, you go to trucking school, that's okay. But here's another thing's going to happen. As soon as you get to this company, they're going to steal your paychecks. They're gonna make you pretend you're in a truck, but they'll steal that too before it's over. Then on top of that, you're gonna have cops just on your ass all the time trying to fuck you over, trying to lose your license. And then if none of that fails, the tax man's gonna just put you in debt with taxes. How many guys would say, "Hell yeah, sign me up. Where's the trucking school at? Sign me up. I want to do this." Where's that at? How many people would have did that? First thing, when you said, "Shit, the cops are doing what?" Like, we all try to stay out the way of the cops. But why is it when we're a truck driver, we got a big ass target on our back? This is why I always tell you guys, man, the cards are stacked against us all the way to the end. All the way to the end. So when you guys get the knowledge of that and you guys understand that, I notice you guys make different moves. Um, look at my dude Party Hard, man. How long Party Hard's been driving semi trucks? Now I don't watch all his lives or whatever, but I was told on his last live feed or whatever, I don't know, he's thinking about buying a truck. Fuck, I don't know. He's trying to change up, and that's good for him. But the Chicago companies, even though you guys saying, "Hey man, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna take advantage of them," they're not gonna take advantage of me, and then they take your paycheck. Shit is crazy. These are legal thieves out here doing this shit. What if you guys worked at motherfucking McDonald's or anywhere else and it's time to get paid and they said, "Oh man, we had to take your check. You remember all those Whoppers you fuck or Whoppers is Burger King. You know all those Big Macs you guys fuck, all those Big Macs you messed up? You remember how those buns you overcooked them? We had to throw them in the trash. You remember the meat you overcooked them? You threw it in the trash. Yeah, we had to take all that out of your paycheck. So here's your $16 for the week." What do you think would happen to people working at McDonald's? They'd be like, "Oh, fuck these motherfuckers." Then on top of that, they'd go turn them in. You know? But for some reason, it's only trucking that we allow everything. It's trucking. Trucking allows people to get a commercial license without earning it. You don't gotta speak English. You don't gotta know the rules. You don't gotta live here. Yeah, we'll hire you. Why? Because of the greed of trying to keep all the money they possibly can. If it ain't that, they make sure that you don't gain no trucking knowledge. That's them said they'd be better cooks, right? But how come we don't get better truck drivers? I could pull videos and videos and videos about these guys, and all they do is sit back and complain. All they do is sit back and complain. And why is that? Why don't they learn anything? The cops. Let me ask you guys something. If you guys ever get pulled over by a cop, did anybody teach you guys what to say, what not to say? Let me put your gut on game on some shit. If you get pulled over by a cop, the best thing you can do is nothing. Is nothing. The first thing they want to do is have you admit to something. You guys sitting back all nervous. "Oh fuck, I got pulled over. Oh shit. Oh my god, I got pulled over. I'm screwed." Cop comes up. "Can I see your license?" And then, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah." He could tell right away, just the way you guys act. They could tell Hey, I got me a fish. I got me one. Because you're all screwed up. Then they say, hey, why were you speeding back there? Now you guys trying to make up some corny ass excuse in your brain because you're gonna think, I'm gonna try to get out of this ticket. Why were you speeding back there? Well, it's because there's a goat and a dog and a sheep and they're chasing me and I just, and then it don't matter. Here's your ticket. Sign real hard, right through the 3 copies, see you in court. You can't even fight that now. You go to court to go fight it, the judge says, all right, Mr. Sheriff or DOT or Highway Patrol, whoever. What's going on? Well, I pulled him over, Your Honor, for speeding. He admitted he was speeding. He said that he was trying to, run away from a sheep and a dog and whatever. Then they look at you and they say, what's your defense? You know what I'm saying? Like, you done messed up. You done messed up. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't have no knowledge, man, when you first get your CDL, man. And here's what the companies like to do too. Here's what and you guys got to be careful on some of these mega carriers because here's what they like to do to you guys. Shoot, Johnny's a good driver, man. We got to keep him. Yeah, but I heard he's thinking about quitting. All right, let's put some shit on us. What do they call that shit, Mob? Your PSP or whatever the fuck that shit is? Let's put shit on his PSP or whatever the fuck that shit is. Your doc or DAC or whatever the fucking all that where that shit is. They ding your damn driving record, whatever. So now when you want to leave after they done screwed you over, you're like, I'm leaving this shit over. Put DAC. Thank you, midlife. PSP and DAC. Thank you there, Mob. I think I was pretty much on the right track. Then they ding you all up so nobody else wants you. They ding you guys up. You know what I'm saying? They make you look so bad. You look like a hooker out there in the streets. How many guys want to fucking wife up a hooker that's been blowed out? Right? So they done blew you out like a hooker. You want to leave, right? Pimping don't want you to leave and shit. You want to leave. Next thing you know, hey guys, we gotta stop this shit, man. Mob, get rid of that. We got a troll in here, man. We ain't fucking with that shit. Make sure he's banned on YouTube. But the whole thing, man, is like they ding you guys up. Now you want to go get a better job, and they look at you and say, "Man, we can't hire you, man. Look at this, look at that, look at this." What they do to you? Now they got you guys on the low paying bullshit ass jobs. Now you're jumping around. Now you got the job hopping on your record. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's see. Employers did not put anything on PSP. They can do DAC, but yeah. So yeah, PSP is when the CHP wants to give you a warning, right? And fuck up your driving record. You can't fight it. They give you a warning. That goes on your PSP. And then your employer likes to put all the bullshit on your DAC. You're late. You don't show up. Just a bunch of bullshit. Drug abandonment, all that crap. And they like to play with your guys' license. They like to play with your guys' livelihood. If I was gonna tell anybody anything today, just to be on the safe side, if someone wanted to get a license, I would want to educate them about this DOT shit, about the scale stuff. Teach them as much as I possibly can. Remember, these schools, they're not there to teach you how to drive. They're not there to teach you about trucking. They're there to teach you how to pass the test. And that is it. How to pass the test. That is it. So we got all these brand new people out there. What up, FJ? So you got schools out there teaching you to pass the test. You got mega carriers throwing you in leasing you know nothing about. And then they put you with a trainer that's behind the ears. They still don't know nothing. And they're just there to get a check off you Like everybody's there to get a check off you. Nobody's there to really help you. You know, that's why I always tell you from the beginning to the end, man. The cards are always stacked against you guys. Crazy thing, man, is like a lot of people they go get their authority. You think they know anything about authority? Nah, they don't. They get their authority. 3 months to get an audit. They change things these days. See, before when the first audit comes, they're gonna slap you around and fine you and all that shit. I guess they finally felt bad for you new people, and now the 90-day audit is just to walk you guys through everything. But here's the thing: if you fail that shit, even though they're walking you through it, not finding you, your truck shut down. This shit is crazy. How many of you guys, honestly, let me ask you guys this: how long have you guys been in trucking? Put the number in the chat. How long you guys been in trucking? 5 years, put a 5. 10 years, put a 10. 1 year, put a 1. I'm just curious. Why is it? Why is it, guys? You guys gamble with your CDL. Why is it? Why is it you guys gamble with the CDL? Come on, Toga. Yeah, let me give me a drink. Here's what I would tell you guys. If you guys are brand new getting a commercial license, thinking about it, whatnot. Look, I mean, I would normally say, hey man, find a small carrier. But the way trucking is right now, or people are being scandalous, I don't even know if a small carrier would be all right. He might go out of business and keep your last check. Fuck, I mean, it's a crazy situation. It's only trucking that I know of that you guys got to fight for your life. You know? But why can't people it's like I like to use McDonald's, right? Because everybody's been to McDonald's. But why is it if you go work at McDonald's, they don't just throw you on fries or toasting the buns or cooking? They do this some crazy ass training to make sure you absolutely know how to do this stuff. Why can't we be like that with trucking? Why is it if you go work at fast food you get better training than if you go to a truck company for training? Why is that shit? Is there something wrong with that shit? Do you think they're gonna put you on a cash register if you don't know how to count money? How you doing, Jennifer? Oh, I'm doing just fine. All right, today we're gonna put you on register. Oh shoot, but I'm a little nervous and I don't know how to operate your cash register, and I kind of don't really know how to count money. Oh, it's okay. You'll learn it. Go ahead and get up there. You're on register 4. You think that's gonna happen? You guys really think that's gonna happen? But companies like to play with your money though. They give you guys excuses for whatever reason about everything, and you guys accept excuses. But if you guys worked at another job, you wouldn't accept any excuses. Why do you accept excuses in trucking? Why is it any other job you ever had before, you're like, these motherfuckers better not take my money. They better not fuck with my hours. Shit, fuck this. I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Like, where's that at? Or a manager's gonna fucking say, hey, bitch, get on register. Next thing you know, you're beating them up behind the dumpster. You zero tolerance with these other jobs. Also, when you go to trucking, you just lose your whole entire brain mindset situation. Hey, you're gonna go over here and you're gonna go over here. All right. By the way, we done took your whole check. All right. Well, I'm about to quit. Go ahead. I'm gonna make sure nobody else wants to hire you. Go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and put you abandon the truck. It's like some mafia shit. But most other companies you guys go to work for, they want to make sure that you guys have a winning hand because they understand that if you're winning, they are winning. Trucking is a whole different beast. It really is. It's a whole different beast. They know when you show up to these companies, you're not going to stay. So their whole idea is I need to get the most out of this motherfucker I possibly can. I need to scrape the most money out of this dude until he leaves. You're brand new in trucking, like, man, I got me a job. I'm happy. I'm at Hirschbach. I want to retire here. It's the greatest company. And then with your bruises and black eyes and busted up mouth and knocked out grill out of your mouth, you're leaving. Why is that shit? I'm asking. This is a true question. I'm asking. I never worked for a mega carrier. I'm asking. When I started trucking, I had the money in the bank to start. I told you my shit already. But I wanted 1 year of driving experience under my belt, so I did end dumps and all that shit. And after that, I bought my own truck. I was lucky. My pops, gave me knowledge. He made sure I didn't trip and fall. But isn't that what a trainer is supposed to do when you go with a company? Like if I ever trained somebody, I didn't just sit in a chair or sleep in a sleeper or whatever. But isn't that what a trainer is supposed to do? Isn't a trainer like I remember way back in the days when I was a kid watching my dad and everything else. You used to be a swamper. You used to ride with a truck driver, and he had to teach you everything about a truck before you even got to get behind the wheel. Everything. You had to know where the dipstick at, change the oil. You had to know all this stuff. You had to do the pre-trip the right way, a post-trip. You had to know all this stuff. And then when you felt you're right on your knowledge, he'd let you get behind the wheel. It would take people 3 months sometimes before they got turned loose on a truck. When did that change? When did that change? I'm a little confused. When did that change? You could have 5 years experience on your record. Back then, you still had to ride with somebody for the day, and so they could see how you drive the truck, see how you do things, make sure that you're on their level. Not today. Not today. When did it change? This shit is crazy. Even you guys that have a lot of experience right now, you guys really need to understand in 2026 how to fucking move. They dumbify this fucking trucking shit, because people just don't get it. They want to hire the dumbest motherfuckers behind the wheel. This one person told me one time that before you can start up the truck, you got some app and they got sensors all around the truck, and you got to walk around that part of the truck and scan the sensor on the app to get a green light or whatever and go to the next one. And that's how they force you guys to do a pre-trip on the truck, and then you're able to start the truck. Like, who hires people like that? If you don't want to do the job, why are you here? Why do you get a CDL if you don't want to do the job? You would think you want to do a pre-trip so you know you're going to be safe going down the road. Who the hell wants to be out in the middle of nowhere, no phone service, nothing else, and the fucking belt breaks on the truck or some bullshit, and you're just sitting out there with no phone service, no nothing. The whole idea of a pre-trip is to make sure you guys make it down the road safely to where you got to go. But everybody hates doing a pre-trip. Go to the truck. Go to any truck stop and park and watch. Wait until morning when they all decide to leave. Think about it. You guys want to sit back and say, well, the reason why mega carriers don't want used trucks and they want brand new trucks is because, you know, used trucks suck. No, it's because the drivers suck. The drivers suck. That's why. Because they sit behind the wheel. They don't ever pop the hood. If they did these days, they don't know what the fuck they're looking at. Ask anybody. You see a guy walking to the truck, just say, hey, what side your dipstick on? He's going to have to sit back and really think on it. But if you did the pre-trip all the time, you know exactly where the dipstick is. Is it on the driver's side or is it on the passenger side? You would know, right? Go up to a driver and say, hey, where you at on the oil? Is it like on the low side, in the middle of the little X's, or is it on the high side? They can't even answer that. They can't even answer that. And this is the TikTok motherfuckers where we got it where they're fighting for the petitions and shit that drivers should get $1 a mile. Come on, people. We got to get ourselves together with this bullshit. Look at YouTube. Look at YouTube. How many truck drivers do you guys watch? How many truck drivers do you? And I don't have nobody in my head. I don't know who the fuck you guys watch. There's thousands of fucking truck drivers on YouTube. But how many of them? How many of these YouTube truckers on here? They want to show you everything on YouTube, but they don't show you a pre-trip, or they don't show you a post-trip. Crazy, right? They'll get in the truck, they'll start it up. Hey guys, I'm making my coffee. I'm starting my day. I'm just guessing. I don't watch the motherfuckers. I'm just guessing. I could be all the way wrong. But you guys do realize they're trying to bulletproof trucking for the dummies. And the saddest part about it is, look at the trainers. Look at the trainers. Why is it these mega carriers can't get you a trainer that's got at least 5 or 10 years behind their belt? Why has it got to be a motherfucker that's been doing it for 3 weeks or a month? When that prime truck hit our truck in the truck stop with a trainer, like, that's unexcusable. You have a trainer in the truck and you hit a parked truck at a truck stop. Please help me make sense of that. I just need to know. How does that make any fucking sense? Do you think if I'm training somebody in my truck that I'm gonna just let them just start parking and doing some shit? Fuck no. Let me ask you guys a question. How long do you think a reasonable amount of time of training is? What do you think? What do you think a trainer's experience should be? How much experience do you think a trainer should have? Do you think let me tell you this. If it God damn it. If it was me and I was brand new and I had a trainer, I'd ask that motherfucker so many fucking trucking questions. And if he didn't know, I'd call the company up and say, hey, I need a different trainer. This dude's dumber than a box of rocks. He's about as smart as I am. I mean, think about that shit. I mean, I don't think I don't think I need to get on YouTube and type in lease truck drivers and see what all pops up and see how smart they are. I mean, some of them, they looked at a wrecked truck with a spray painted engine and tell everybody it's a brand new looking truck. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. This is crazy as fuck of what we have today. If you guys are truly trying to fucking learn trucking, you guys have a hard road ahead of you. Because there's so many pretenders out here that think they know something and it sounds good. So since it sounds good, you think it's truth. And then the reality is they know as much as you. Mob says, my trainer had me driving in the snow my first week. Like, motherfucker, I'm from the South. Still a truck nerd and know my stats. Got to get back to basics. I was trained for 6 weeks, 15,000 miles when I drove. He was in the passenger seat. The rare occasion he drove, I was in the passenger seat. You can't train from the bunk. But isn't that what goes on though, midlife? Like this shit is crazy. Here's what I think though. Here's what I think. I think to be a trainer, you should pass a written test, a knowledge test. Don't you guys agree? A true knowledge test to be a trainer. They need to build and design a test just for trainers. And if you can't pass the test, you can't train. Soka says, bro, I'm even being paranoid with the car tires, air pressure most of the time. I wouldn't even drive those huge beasts in peace without checking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And here's what I think too. I think after a trainer has finished training you, I think they need to bring you back to the yard and give you a written test of what you learned. I mean, if people really give a fuck about trucking, right? That's the kind of changes that we need. But you know why we don't get that? Why do you think we don't get that? Why don't they hold these trainers accountable for the bullshit? Why are so many drivers getting released out here that don't know nothing about trucking? I'm telling you guys, this is a fact. When I'm out on the road, I don't want to sleep at a truck stop. I don't want to. I mean, dude, have you, man? Let me see if I can pull something up. Chances you getting out of that truck stop without getting fucked up. Let me see something here. Let me show you guys stuff. Here's this truck stop stuff. You know, here we are. Let's see what happens with this poor guy. I didn't put no sound in it because most of these motherfuckers are playing music. Here he comes. Bam! Hit the whole front of the truck parked. Fucked him up. Look at that shit. Keeps on trucking. Didn't even stop. Look at that bullshit. When is that acceptable? I just need to know. When is that acceptable? I mean, how do you make a turn knowing you ain't gonna make it and just fuck this guy's whole front of the truck up while he's sleeping? And you just keep on, you don't even know you hit the bitch. You just keep on going. When is this acceptable? When is that shit acceptable, man? Like this shit is just fucking crazy. Is it the driver's fault? I mean, let me see here. Let me show you this. I don't want to play this guy's shit too much. I know you guys watch this guy, but Let me show you what recently happened and tell me how the fuck this makes sense. Let me see. I'm about to mute the fucking phones. What I'm about to do. Hang on, let me scan through this shit. One more second, guys. Goddamn, where is it? There it is. All right, let me show you guys. This just recently happened. This guy is minding his own business. Left the SEMA show, right? Left the SEMA show. Has a real nice F550. Some kind of a truck from the SEMA show. Minding his own business. And what happens? Look at this shit. Look at that shit. Matter of fact, let me put some audio to this motherfucker because you want to hear what these guys are saying. But when is this shit acceptable? Why is this shit happening? Why is this shit happening? Listen.
You wondering why Trump wants people to fucking understand English and why we're getting rid of the non-domicile CDLs? That's the reason right there.
I mean, the guy's minding his own business, and all of a sudden, this dude just smashes him, bro. I couldn't even tell you how this accident even happened. They're not even on the street. Look where they're at, guys. They're way off the road. Look at this shit. This guy is parked, probably sleeping or whatever the fuck. This truck driver drove on the dirt road and just cracked his ass. When does that make any sense? How does stuff like this happen? How is it this guy pulls off I mean, everything's totaled. The pickup, the SEMA truck, the trailer, it's all fucked up. It's all fucked up. But it's okay though, right? It's okay. I mean, damn, man. Dude's on a dirt road thinking he's safe. Gonna take a little nap or whatever he was doing. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. And here comes a fucking Freightliner. Comes up and just beats the whole back of that shit up. Just fucks it all up. I mean, I just don't understand, man. When is that shit acceptable? Why is that even happening? Let's see. Let me see here. I just saw one, man, where they carried a dude out, man. Shit was crazy. Look at this crazy shit. Let's see here. Check this out, guys. But I just want to know when is this bullshit acceptable? That's all. I mean, it's simple. Flatbed trucker was on his phone using headset and did not pay attention to his trailer. See, when I went to school, if you ran over a curb with a trailer, you were done. You were done. Because you know what they told you? Always know where your trailer's at. That couldn't have been a curb. That could have been a person standing at the curb. But a lot of these guys, look at the truck. Look at his truck number 101. Like, look at the name on his truck. Like, just zero pride of ownership or whatever, man. You just go to Walmart, grab some numbers, throw that shit on the hood, and you're good to go. Here we go. Here it goes. He's about to get screwed. Look, sitting at the fuel pump. Look at that turn he made. Bam. You got all this property and you hit a Swift truck. Like, look how far away this guy is even clearing the turn. What a friend. But it's okay though, right? But it's okay. Who's to blame? So why am I showing you this? Because not only when you get your CDL, not only are these companies trying to steal your money, put you in a high ass fucking lease, DOT trying to ruin your driver's license, Scales trying to give you fucking fines. And on top of that, you got other dumb, retarded ass truck drivers trying to tear the truck up while you're trying to keep a good safety rating. So you're being attacked driving down the road. You're being attacked at the corporation that you're working for. And when you're parked, you can't even go to sleep or get fuel. It's like a whole entire battlefield for us out here. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. The cards is against you from the beginning to the end. Now that I said all that, how do we get through and make it through the battlefield? Put in the comments. How do we get through the battlefield? How do we make it to the end? This guy's kind of screwed though. I mean, there's nothing you can do with this. Like, this guy hitting his truck. If I was in that Swift truck, there's nothing I could do to fix that. Like, you're just screwed. Here's what's so crazy too. I didn't tell you. What about insurance companies? Let me tell you a story. If you like story time, put a 1 in the chat. I'm going to tell you a story about what happened to me. If you want to hear story time, put a 1 in the chat. I realize podcasts decided to fucking steal my line about story time. I get all that. We can't be unique and create our own shit so we steal from other YouTube channels. I get that. But story time, people. Check this out. I was loaded one time. It was a long time ago. I was loaded out of container on. The ports are going to close. I stopped in at this fuel station, kind of like this, something like this, but smaller. And I was in line for the number 2 pump. So from the left side, there's number 1. Let me give you a vision. On the left side, there's pump 1, and then on the right side is pump 2. Now, on the left side of pump 1 is this big ass huge tank for liquid natural gas, right? Well, the driver that was hauling liquid natural gas is a diesel truck getting diesel in the number one pump, right? I'm parked, and I did a video on this and everything. It should be on my channel. I wonder if it still is, but I parked behind the truck in the number 2 lane. It was dark like this, everything else. Minding my own business. Doing paperwork, right? I'm going to deliver this load and everything else. Next thing you know, my truck rocks. Almost knocks me out of the seat. I wonder if I still got that video. Almost knocks me out the seat. I'm like, and it's like, you guys know how I roll. I got my dark ass fucking tinted windows. You can't see shit. It's dark as hell. I put the window down. I'm looking around. I'm not catching nothing really. Nothing's really catching my mind. my eyes or nothing. Put the window back up. Then it happens again. I said, God dang it, what the fuck? Like, remember, my truck is just shaking, right? I don't hear no noises. Truck is just shaking. I'm like, what the hell? Don't think nothing of it. The third time it happens, now I'm fucking pissed. I said, fuck this shit. I open up the door, I get out, and it's that retard in the number one pump backing up. He's got a aluminum fucking trailer with liquid natural gas. He's trying to back up to get to that liquid natural gas tank so he can unload. And his whole trailer is aluminum. I got a chassis with a container. My shit's steel and bulletproof. And I get and when I open up the damn door, his drive tires are off the fucking ground spinning. He's still clueless why his truck ain't moving backwards. He's like, whoop, that thing's just spinning like crazy. I'm looking at this motherfucker. I'm like, what the fuck? I whistle. Man, you're hitting me. You're hitting me. Stop. Like, this guy was so dumb. He didn't even realize that he ran into me. Oh, shit. I got a super chat. FJ says insurance companies and crash lawyers are the devil. I hear you, man. I hear you. And so I get out and I'm pissed off, man. Like, I'm just like, to me, that makes no sense. You hit a parked fucking truck. That makes zero. I'm pissed. He he gets back in his fucking truck, calls the cops. They show up. He's got a paper driver's license. In other words, he's got a picture of his driver's license, not the actual driver's license. I didn't know you could do that legally. And the cops, he like this dude blew out like I think 2 of my tires, some shit like that, because his bumper fucking hit that shit and just gouged 2 of my tires. I'm loaded. Luckily, I had 3 axle, and I'm trying to get my shit unloaded. Cops show up, make a dumbass report. I wanted to beat his ass. He was scared. He told the cop, "Can you do me a favor? Can you stay here until after I leave?" Bullshit. And I have him on film because as soon as I got out, I hit the record button. I have him on film where I was telling him, like, "Damn, bro," I said, "You really fucked your trailer up hitting me, didn't you?" He's like, "Yeah, I sure did." Well, guess what happened next? I thought it'd be cool with the dumb motherfucker, man. I fixed the tires myself. But guess what happened? Any idea what the insurance did? Put in the comment section. What do you guys think happened to this bullshit? This guy's whole back bumper of that fucking goddamn fucking trailer is bent up and fucked up. His fender is folded and fucked up and bent up. I wasn't even sure how the fuck that thing was going down the road. He smacked me 3 times, bro. 3 times. I hope I still have this video, but I don't know if I do or not. I'm looking it up now while we're talking. But what do you think the insurance company did? I get a phone call. I was like, you know what? I'll just fix my tire, man. The dude's having a bad day. I'll just let it ride, right? I get a fucking phone call from his lawyer, from the lawyer from that trucking company. A lawyer. And let me see, where's this video at? I got like 1,500 videos. I know you guys can't tell because a lot of them are on private, but dude, if I find this fucking video, I know I videoed it. Let me see here. But his company hit me up. His lawyer from the company hits me up and says, "Hey, it come to our whatever that you hit one of our drivers." I was like, "I did what?" He goes, "Yeah, you hit one of our drivers." And and so we're just notifying you right now, and we don't know what the bill's gonna be yet. Um, let's see here. I'm just looking at thumbnails. I'm hoping I put it in a thumbnail. But yeah, they're trying to blame me and ask me how the fuck I was gonna pay for it or some shit. And so I think I was so pissed off. I didn't even give that dude my insurance information. I'm not sure. I don't. Let's see. What year is this? I'm at 17. And I told the guy, I said, your guy hit me. And I told the whole story what I told you guys, right? And the guy says, look, sir, just to be honest, I have to protect, our drivers, and I know he's not going to lie. And so we need to get this, taken care of. He's out hurt right now. We're not sure how his doctor bill situation, but just understand that you're responsible for all this, and you got to pay for all this stuff. And I was like, I said, I got a video showing this man hit me. Fuck, I couldn't find it. Sitting at the port. At once upon a time, YouTube was taking my videos and deleting them for some stupid reason. I don't know why. But I told him, I said, yeah, man, I got a video where the driver acknowledged that he hit me. He says, you got such of a video? I said, yeah, I got a video. And he goes, well, do me a favor, can you send it to me? I'm like, yeah, I'll send it to you. And I sent it to him. And when I sent it to him, I had to call my insurance company up. And I told my insurance company, I said, here's what happened. And I just told my insurance company what happened, right? So nothing came. Once I sent that video, I never heard from him again. It was dropped. It was over with. It was whatever, right? So then I go to renew my insurance. No claims. Understand? No claims. I got never called back. I just told my insurance company what happened just in case. That was it. Nothing happened. When my insurance, what you call it? Fuck. What's the word I'm looking for? The dude from the insurance company, when he called to try to evaluate how much everything was and all that bullshit, I was like, nah, man. I said, we're good. Nothing happened. He said, okay. And it was all dropped. He goes, we're going to close it. But when I go to renew my insurance, guess what happened to me? Guess what happened to me? Let's see. I'm still looking at videos. So here's one, whether it be CNG. At least I got a picture. At least I have a picture of the truck stop. Shit. But I can't show that one. Let's see. Put in there. What do you guys think happened to me with my insurance? I was trying to do the renewal. What do you think happened? I know I got the video somewhere, man, but I just can't find it fast enough. You guys ain't uncharged, huh? Mob said it went up. So I had a really good insurance company, right? And my insurance broker says, well, we can't use them no more. I said, why? And they said, because you have an incident report on the insurance on your thing. I said, a what? An incident report. I said, well, there's no accident. you know, what up, TB? Shadow Frost. I was like, well, there's no accident. No money came out of pocket. You know, I just called you guys to tell you guys what I was going through. And that was it. Yeah, well, we can't use them no more because now you got an incident on your report. It's not as bad as an accident, but you know, it still goes against you and your insurance is going to go up. I said, are you fucking serious? So here I am minding my own business. This guy hits me. I get out of that bullet because luckily I got out with my phone and filmed the shit. And then my insurance goes up because I told my insurance company what that guy did to me. What do you guys think about that shit? Shit, you can't make this shit up. This shit is crazy as fuck, man. So what did I learn? I learned I ain't saying shit. I ain't saying shit. Because what I learned now, if you just tell these motherfuckers something, even if they didn't pay for nothing, just a simple 2-second freaking phone call is gonna cost you a whole year higher insurance policy. So I'm trying to tell you guys, man, there's a lot of shit to learn with this shit, man. This shit, everything's against us, man. Like that dude got hit at the damn truck stop. You don't think that guy got hit? You don't think his insurance is gonna go up? So used to, even in a car, right? Used to, if you got in an accident, the cop would determine whose fault. This person's 100%. This person's 0%. But if you get a dumbass cop that's dumb as fuck, did you know now there's a thing where they can split it up? Well, he's 50% at fault and he's 50% at fault, which means now everybody's at fault, right? So the cops have the power to write that shit up, and you both can be at fault. You're at the mercy of the fucking cop that's on the scene. I'm telling you guys all this shit to educate you guys. I'm telling you guys all this shit, you know, so you guys can fucking be ready for this shit. You know, when you get kicked off a good ass insurance company, this shit ain't no good. I got a guy right now running 2 trucks, and his down payment was, what was it? I think his down payment on 2 trucks, because number one, he had a driver that went down the hill, ran the brakes so hard, he blew the oil seal out the fucking thing. Still didn't give a fuck. That wheel caught on fire. He sees it. He still doesn't give a fuck. He keeps driving that motherfucking thing. Drives it up. While it's on fire. Drives off the fucking freeway and goes somewhere safely to park it, and the fucking trailer burns up. He gets another guy. I think he was on the phone. Whatever happened, rear ends a guy for no reason. Right now, these 2 people are not with his company no more. But guess what is? $17,000 down and $6,500 a month insurance policy. $17,000 down for 2 trucks, $6,500 a month. The owner of the company, did he burn the trailer up? Did he crash the fucking guy? Did he do anything? No. So what else is stacked against you guys in trucking? Drivers. I told my driver, hey, look, never detach the trailer from the truck. He's in Vegas. It's a Friday. You know he's out for the weekend. What's he do? He drops my trailer off somewhere. Bob tells over to old girl's house, because you know how it is, man. Come on. Women, close your ears. Women, close your ears. I'm telling you right now, women, close your ears for a second. Give me 10 seconds. He had to bobtail my truck over for some pussy. You know what's so crazy though? That pussy costed me, but it didn't cost him shit. He had to go there and go get that pussy, you know what I'm saying, with my truck. Next thing you know, I forgot what happened. I got some good news about something about one of my kids. I was happy as a motherfucker. I was excited about something. He calls my motherfucking phone and tells me my trailer got stolen. I'm like, how does my trailer get stolen if it's behind the truck? I don't understand. See, he did something against company policy. You think the insurance cares? You think the insurance cares? Come on, man. I got a text message, right? I get text messages about a lot of stuff, and it's not YouTube people, it's just stuff that I'm a part of, and it says the 957 billion real estate debt bomb just got worse. Crazy. That's what that text was. But no, man, it's like it's crazy shit, man. It's crazy shit. Because I know all you guys want to say, man, I'm gonna get a whole fleet. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I get it, and it's cool. Build your what a loyalty. Build your fleet. Just know what comes with the shit. Just know what comes with the shit. I had a driver. You know those yellow poles? I had a well shit. Matter of fact, he wasn't even a driver. Was he a driver at the time? No. He was the owner operator. And he's pulling a brand new dry van. It's my brand new dry van. What up, come on? And I get a phone call because he turns that trailer. I don't know what the fuck he's thinking. He's the only one there going to the dock. And from number one dock, there's about 30 docks there, right? 30 fucking docks. Huge ass place. Huge. Why did I get so close to the yellow pole? He got so close to the yellow pole, he hits the whole side of the trailer, rips the fucking axle out from the trailer, blows out the tires, bends the rims, the whole situation while he's loaded. And I get that phone call. What up, Adam? Another one of my members up in the building. I'm like, how the fuck you do that, bro? Like, if you guys will notice, the stuff that happens is this dumb shit. Dumb shit. So I had to call somebody, right? I had a tire man take the rims and tires off that axle. They had to go buy a chain. They had to chain the axle up, get the bitch offloaded, and it was brought to my yard. Like, you can't make this shit up. One of my guys went fucking viral in my Pokemon truck, hauling ass down the fucking 15 freeway in the third lane, speeding, trying to pass up another truck in front of the DOT. You know what I'm saying? In front of the DOT, bro. I saw the video. The DOT pulls him over, being in the third lane and speeding. And some guy filmed the whole shit. He says, oh man, look at this guy. What a dumbass. He's in the third lane speeding. And he's showing the DOT with his lights on. Look at the DOT. He's got him. Terry says, I saw that. See, I told you. Terry says, I saw that video. And then as it gets closer to the truck, is oh shoot, I know that truck. That's the Pokemon truck. I know that truck. That shit went viral, man. Everywhere I went, people say, "Hey, man, I saw your truck. Hey, man, I saw your truck." This is an owner operator story. What, Willie? So this is the same guy. So crazy shit. And what's that guy get mad about? That the guy filmed the shit. He wasn't mad because he got busted caught up in the shit. He got mad because everybody knew it was him because it was a Pokemon truck. Like, it's just the dumbest shit, man. So it don't matter if it's your fault, it's not your fault. The cards are stacked against you. You know, you just got to make the best of it, right? You guys have to make sure there's enough profit in there to make it make sense. Because everything's the wild, wild west in this trucking shit. But if you guys are out there not making the money, and then you got to deal with all this wild, wild west shit, why? Why? Why do you guys let these fucking Chicago companies just take your paychecks? I'm gonna tell you this right now. You take my paycheck one time, I'm quitting. I'm gonna lawyer the fuck up, and we're gonna find out what happens in court. But a lot of you guys, they just take your check. They got all these reasons why they take your check. Look, people, most of you guys, you got to be honest with yourself. You're not gonna own the goddamn truck. Let's just keep it a whole buck. You're not gonna own the truck. Why the fuck are you guys just letting these motherfuckers put you in this bullshit lease bullshit? Because to me, all a lease is, now I get it. Some people are successful at the shit, and some people in leases have good leases, right? But I'm talking about the majority, not the 1%ers. Okay, this is why I can't say everybody, right? But the majority, majority of you guys are on these dumbass fucking leasing bullshit things that fucking you're not gonna make money. You're not gonna do nothing. You know? So think about that shit. You guys are so programmed that being and I know coach said that shit. What did coach say? If you're a company driver, you're what? What was his words he used? Coach said something about company drivers. Called him something. I forgot what the fuck it was, but that's what's wrong, man. You guys are watching too much social media where you guys think company driving is fucking sucks. And I'm telling you right now, if you guys are company driving, right? I don't mean company 1099. I mean a W-2. You guys are company W-2 and they steal your money, they're in a whole lot of trouble. Let me see something, man. I'm still trying to find that fucking video. You know, so you used to YouTube would just have all your videos in one spot. Now you gotta look at the lives. You gotta look at your pre-recorded videos. Like it's all broken down. DJ says, "Hey, so Cal, you know it's messed up when they make you have a lease payment on a microwave." Yeah, that's crazy, right? Flatbed says, "I've been company for 11 years." There you go. And if you're an 11-year W-2 employee, how many times do you ever hear a paycheck video where their paycheck $16? The whole thing that I always heard you guys about, your whole reason why you want to go lease from what I was always told, was because you guys want control to go home. Because you want control to go home. Well, how the fuck you got control to go home is you're too scared to go home because when you come back out, it's going to take you 3 weeks to get a positive paycheck. So you, what up, quick? So you guys don't go home. So then you say, hey, man, I'm leasing a truck so I can have more control to go home. You got control over it already, but you ain't fucking with it. Let's see. I'm looking for it still. Man, I wish I could show you guys this fucking video. I'll have to show you guys at a later date or something. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend the time and just go through these videos. Because back then, I didn't really know too much about thumbnails and all that kind of shit. So normally I can look at a thumbnail, tell you what to get down, but let me see here. This fucking phone, bro. Mm-mm-mm. Damn. Still looking, guys. Give me a second. Well, fuck it. I can't find the bitch. Damn, did YouTube really delete the damn thing or something? That's crazy if they did. Let's see. I don't know, man. I guess I'm not gonna be able to find it. But I will eventually. Anyway. So just understand, man. I ain't gonna hold you guys up, but just understand something, man. You know, that the cards are stacked against you from the time you get your CDL to the end. Even if you build a fleet, there's no escaping it. And it's always some dumbass shit. FJ says YouTube tweaking on my membership page. Why? What are they doing? Anyway, guys, let's see what you guys got to say. I've noticed that they make it hard as fuck to find older stuff. Yeah, it's that YouTube shit, bro. I don't know what it is. I think they do that shit on purpose because it takes so much memory or some shit. I don't fucking know. But just think about it, man. Look, it's 2026, man. It's 2026. What the hell, Toga? Let's do a drunken live stream next month. SoCal Trucker. It has been a long time, big bro. No, I don't drink. Yep, I don't drink. But that's where you guys gotta go on James Best's channel, man, and you guys gotta drink it up and have a good time. Let me screen record that shit. I'm out here, guys, man. I got some meetings to go to, but just know, man, get your knowledge up. Just know the battle that you guys are in. And what up, Caesar? I'm about to jump off. And just know the situation, man. As long as you know the situation, you know how to deal with the shit. Stop letting these lying ass companies steal your money. We're about to be on Christmas time. Who the fuck wants their check stolen at Christmas time, Thanksgiving time? Like, you promise your kids you're gonna give them a good ass fucking gift and all that shit, and then you let the Chicago company take all your checks, and then you gotta tell your son, your daughter, hey, there's no Christmas this year because I just let them steal all my money. So make some changes, man. Make it in this trucking shit where you keep all your money. Can we do that for 2026? Hashtag keep all your money. How about we do that? Keep all your money. You know, it's not fun sitting back laughing at a motherfucker while he gets fucked off in trucking. You know, hashtag keep all your money. I'm out of here, guys. Till the next time. Hit the like button on the way out, people.